I believe the words of Jesus are light, and we need to get Jesus identified as the Messiah. I don't think Jews thought the Messiah was going to be Michael the Archangel. That's a bit of a stretch. Why do we need Michael the Archangel? My major argument would be, to which of the angels did God ever say, at any time, whatever, you're my son? Never. That seems to exclude the angel category entirely, and we can play with the word angel, but in the New Testament, angelos does not just mean messenger. Alternatively, yes, very rarely, angelos means human messenger, but the substance of the meaning angelos, absolutely 95% of it is angel. So I think angel is a category excluded by that text in Hebrews. Why do we need that? Why not start with Matthew and Luke, who give us whole chapters of stuff on the origin of Jesus, the genesis of Jesus, Matthew 1:18, not just beginning, but Genesis. And then Luke, who is explicit, the doctor, who is bending over backwards to tell us how Jesus originated. It's very clear. Because of, diokē in the Greek, precisely because of the miracle in Mary. That's why he's the Son of God. That seems to me so delightfully simple. So I think my first major point then is the complexity of pre-existence is very different. Secondly, why in the world are we starting with John, when John did not say in the beginning was the capital word? It's an assumption to say that that's a person. The word never meant a person in the Old Testament. Word is word. In the beginning, and I've got the people at Cambridge here for what it's worth. Again, scholars are not the last word here, but the whole argument between John A.T. Robinson, my cousin, and Dunn has been fascinating, because Dunn has finally come round to a very Unitarian position. So why are we starting with in the beginning was the Son? Colin Brown, who is no mean scholar at Fuller, says to read John 1:1 as though it said in the beginning was the Son or an angel is to read what isn't there. So I would start with the word as the self-expression of oneself. And then when I get to 1 John 1 in the epistle, he says that which I'm emphasizing is a neuter. Yes, that which became a human being, but Jesus is what wisdom became. Why not? This is very easy. God's wisdom, God's word, his plan, his gospel indeed, because word indeed means the gospel. We agree on that, the gospel of the kingdom. We love that together. Why not just keep that as word and let John 1:14 be what the word became, little w. I've got 50 translations for what they're worth. Again, one can't just pit translation against translation, but there are 50 translations in English over the last 2,000 years, which didn't say all things are made through him. They said all things are made through it, which is perfectly acceptable. And the ambiguity here is on the word logos, which is masculine in gender, but the public doesn't even understand the difference in sexual gender and grammatical gender. This is a failure of our educational system. So I'm not going to begin with in the beginning was the Son or in the beginning was an angel. Why not in the beginning was the word, little w, and that word, it, became, was manifest, embodied in this marvelous person we call the Messiah, who's speaking, and Peter put this so well, as the agent, absolutely, the supreme agent. He's speaking in a way that he's certainly not a mere man. We get accused of saying, what in the world is a mere man? If your father is God, if you have no human father, if you're virginally begotten in the womb, if you're sinless, and you're able to say, if you've seen me, you've seen God, you are not a mere man. You are absolutely unique, but I still think human. And I think he's what Adam was supposed to be. He's the second Adam. They're very simple patterns here. Why do we need this very difficult idea of him pre-existing as an angel? I've got some sense of indignation when the word yenao, which means to cause to come into existence, is being dealt with in a somewhat tricky way in Luke and Matthew.